Pleasure to see everyone here tonight. My name is Sue Counts, and I retired in 2008 as the county extension agent here in Watauga County. I began my career with Cooperative Extension in 1993 as the project manager for the Southern Appalachian Leadership Initiative on Cancer, where I worked in Ashe County, Allegheny, Wilkes, and Surrey. Prior to working for Cooperative Extension, I had already had 27 years of experience in public health, nutrition education, and teaching at the local, state, and federal levels. I'm a native of Southwest Virginia. I graduated from Virginia Tech with both a bachelor's and master's degrees in home economics with a concentration in nutrition. After moving to Boone with my children, both Heather and Lisa, 33 years ago, I've remained a very active member and leader in my community, including I was chair of the Boone Area Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors in 2008. I have 2 adult children and 4 grandchildren, and I'm a member of St. Luke's Episcopal Church in Boone. I've always been a tireless, energetic advocate for my community and for improving the lives of the people around me. I've done this through active and personal service, and I will continue to do this when elected to the General Assembly. I have 3 main themes of the campaign. Number 1 is public education, number 2 is jobs, and number 3, our environment. I would work diligently on all 3 of these. Thank you.
Up next is the incumbent for the 93rd District, Jonathan Jordan.
Hi. Hello, good evening. I'm Jonathan Jordan. I'm running for his 3rd term in the North Carolina House. Been down there 4 years. You sent me down there in 2011. Live over in Ashe County, live in Jefferson. Been married 13 years, and my 2 children attend Mountain View Elementary School, public schools over in Ashe. Why would I be a good choice? Well, I've got the education and the experience, and I'm an effective advocate for our area, for the high country. My education consists of a bachelor's from Wake Forest in economics and political science. Went to Vanderbilt for an MBA, and then at Carolina I got a law degree and a public administration master's. So I've got kind of all the areas covered as far as what faces our area in public policy. My priorities would be jobs, economy, and education. And I've worked on those since I've been down there, and I'll continue to do so. As far as jobs, we have been taking tax cuts so that we can have job creators move to our area. Job creators are the ones who bring the jobs that we all need, and a job is a whole lot better than a welfare policy for keeping families together and keeping our communities going. The economy needs to improve. We have a bad national situation we've been dealing with since at least 2008. And the first few years of that recession, lots of things were cut in Raleigh, especially education. When I came down in 2011, we had to deal with a $2.5 billion deficit if we had kept things going the way the previous administrations had. We took care of those issues. We made sound fiscal choices, and we didn't increase taxes on hardworking families in North Carolina. During a recession, increasing taxes are just not the thing to do. I'll continue working on those priorities. Education, when I got there in 2011, we spent $7.5 billion on K-12 education. When I just voted on the August budget, we spent $8.5 billion on education. So that's why I'd be a good choice, and those are my priorities. Thank you.
Up next is Dan Soucek, the incumbent for the 45th Senate District.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate the Chamber putting this on every year. It's a real community service, and it's a pleasure to actually be here. I'm Dan Soucek. My wife and I will actually be married for 22 years as of Election Day. That'll be our 22nd anniversary. I have 3 children that are 7, 10, and 13 here, attend Blowing Rock Elementary. And the background that I've been fortunate to be able to have for the last 20-some years of my adult life has prepared me really well for being in office. The being in the military at West Point teaches you discipline, it teaches you priorities, it teaches you how to budget your time and to be most effective in the areas you need to be in. My time at Samaritan's Purse was really critical as well. That's one of the reasons why I ran for office. Is I would work with governments, especially over in Asia, and I would watch the incompetent and corrupt governments over there, and the people would suffer. We couldn't get aid. We would watch aid being stolen. We couldn't get in the country. We didn't have road networks to get into, and it really gave me a heart to serve people. And I wanted to serve people in North Carolina by giving them an effective, limited government that serves people and isn't out for serving themselves. And having a heart for people is where the reason why I got into public service. The Army and Samaritan's Purse and ministry have all been, how do I have a positive impact on people around me? And I decided that government would be a way I would like to have that positive impact as well, and that's why I ran for office. When we look at our top priorities, from day one, if you looked at what we ran on starting in 2010, every single time, it was jobs and the economy. It's because when someone has the dignity of work, so many positive things happen in an economy and in a community. They're providing for their families, they're providing a valuable service, they're contributing to the tax base. That will solve a huge number of ills. It gives us the income to be able to focus on our top priorities. I've heard it said that if you want to check someone's top priorities, look at their checkbook. Look at the over 50% of our money is spent on education. You can see that as our top priority in the state legislature.
Up next is the challenger for the 45th Senate District, Jim Sponenberg.
My name is Jim Sponenberg, and I am the son of a Methodist minister and a school teacher. I am married to a retired school teacher. I am the father of a school teacher and the father-in-law of the school teacher and the son-in-law of a school teacher. So I think you will find out later on, I will say something about education being important to me. This does not make me twice as good as Dan Soucek, but I've been married 44 years versus his 22. So we'll put that in your pipe and let you play with that one some. The primary reason that I think I would be a great choice for you is because I have been in service to the communities that I've lived in all my life. I'm 71 years old. I've lived in this area for a little over 20 years. I have served on educational foundations. I have served on the Caldwell Community College and Technical Institute Board, still do. I have served on Caldwell Memorial Hospital Board, Caldwell Memorial Hospital Foundation Board, Hospice Foundation Board, Hospice, the EDC, and Caldwell 2020, which is a strategic planning function of economic development. So I think I'm a great choice just because of my experiences, but also because those experiences say to you very clearly that I care about the community that I live in, and I want to make sure that I serve that community. And that was my primary reason for doing those things. When you grow up in a home of a Methodist minister, I assure you that there are a lot of values that I were taught. There were some that I learned, and I want to assure you that the ones that I were taught and learned tell me to tell you that I would be a very hardworking, dedicated person that wants to do the right thing in the right way at the right time, and now's the time to do it. Thank you very much.